Some of the questions that people ask about cruising cannot possibly be real because if they are, all you really can do is shake your head and wonder how some of these people make it out there in the real world. Chris here with High Seas Cruising. Welcome to today's video and this week's episode of What Every Cruiser Wants. Yes, unfortunately, this video is a little late coming out today. Had some issues I had to get taken care of, but we are here, we are back, and we do have some new cruise comments for you today. We got some cruise questions. We got some things cruisers said. We got some stuff that really is going to kind of make you scratch your head and wonder. So let's jump right in. Let's find out. Do you agree with these people? Do you disagree? Is this what every cruiser wants? Now, I'm going to start off today with just a couple of quickies. And this is stuff that people really posted out there on the internet. So let's start off with this one. How important is it to wash your hands on a cruise on a scale of 1 to 10? Really? Is it important to wash your hands while you're on a cruise? Is this really an adult question that someone needs to know? Is it important to wash their hands, period? Or how about this one? Besides the smoking area, can one smoke on a cigar on the balcony of their room? No. No, you cannot smoke on the balcony of your cruise cabin. No. There's a big sign there that says no. Now I'm going to read this next one, and I just want you to picture the chaos in your head. Are we allowed to ride rollerblades around the ship? Can you just imagine people rollerblading on a cruise ship? Let's put this together. You already have crowded areas where sometimes it's hard to walk. You already have people pushing and shoving for the elevator. Now let's throw in the drink package and some rollerblades. Yeah. Does anybody else see chaos in their head when they read that? Now, I'm sure everybody out there would love to have a free cruise. And yes, it's possible you can get casino offers and different offers like that for a free cruise. But imagine you've never been on a cruise before. I think it's a little optimistic to think you're going to get a free cruise, especially if you've never been on one before. I signed up for a Carnival account on Saturday in hopes of getting promotions, offers, and today a rep called me, but unfortunately, I missed the call. He left a voicemail. What are the chances of being offered a free cruise? I live near the port of Los Angeles, thinking about telling him that we are contemplating Carnival versus Royal, not a lie, to maybe persuade him to offer something good. Our anniversary is in June, as is my husband's birthday, and this would be our first cruise. I wish you the absolute best of luck, but telling your vacation planner that, hey, I'm thinking about also going on Royal Caribbean is not, at least I don't think, is not going to make them go, oh, let's hook you up with a free cruise. Not when you've never, ever cruised before. Now, it is absolutely possible that you could have an emergency back home while you are out on a cruise. And if you do go down to guest services and you let them know something is going on, usually they will do everything they can to help you out. But if you are the person that knows that you should go to guest services to get the help, you choose not to go to guest services and get the help, you could very well end up in this situation. As a public FYI, never make an emergency phone call from your stateroom. Apparently, the expectation is that, again, in an emergency, you need to walk down to guest services and wait in line to make an emergency call. We just sailed on Freedom of the Seas and learned in the late hours, the night before disembarking, that my parents lost their home in a fire, with my father being hospitalized for burns. We were charged nearly $600 for this call, and after speaking with several representatives explaining the situation, the only offer we received was a 25% discount. This is unacceptable, as we even provided proof of the fire and were not even asking for a full refund of the charges, and we were met with unsympathetic representatives that spoke over us constantly when we tried speaking. I'll be filing a complaint with the BBB, but wanted to spread the word to others that if you have an emergency, make sure it doesn't happen at an inconvenient time where there may or may not be a line, because guest services apparently is your only lifeline that you'll still be charged astronomically for. So I have complete sympathy for them needing to call home. It was an emergency. But they knew, sounds like they knew they should have gone down and gotten with guest services to arrange an emergency call. I mean, they could have called guest services from their room because it was an emergency to try to make arrangements to make an emergency call. But they didn't do that. They simply picked up the phone and talked and racked up $600 worth of charges because those calls are expensive. They're not cheap in any way, shape, or form. But again, had they tried to loop the cruise line in at the time, they would have worked with them and would have helped them. But to make the call and then try to call the cruise line later and I guess recoup some of the money, yeah, you're not going to have that much luck. If you have an emergency, you need to let the ship know. But what do you guys think? Should the cruise line give her money back? Is this on her for not looping them into the process, for asking them for help and just doing it on her own and then thinking later on they would make it right? Is she right or is the cruise line right? Now, those that go to the casino on the cruise ships probably know that winning is not guaranteed. I mean, winning is not guaranteed in any casino whatsoever. People do win. They hit the jackpots. Some people have a good lucky streak and they do really well in the casino. I am not one of those people. If I go to the casino, I generally will lose. I know that before I go there. I have a spending limit on what I'm going to spend. And if I lose that money, that's really on me for gambling. Can't really turn around and blame the cruise line because I didn't win. Shame on you, Carnival Liberty. We've been on 8 or 9 cruises and we've always gambled. We work hard for our money and can, but to take the money that you took and not pay out like you should have. Shame on you, my ignorance for keeping going, and I don't mind it. All work hard for more money, but when someone does what they're supposed to do, we should at least have points to show for it or something. Talk about tight. I've never seen a casino as tight as yours was. Wow, still had fun, but shame on you. Carnival just makes me think twice about wanting to do it again, and we cruise for the casino. Hell, we casino people, maybe we'll just stick with Caesars. All right, first of all, that was a terrible run on sentence and was kind of painful to read. But if you work hard for your money and you go spend it in the casino and you don't win in the casino, is that really shame on the casino? Or is that shame on you? Because maybe you spent more money than you should have? Maybe if you were on a losing streak, you should have walked away. You're not going to win every single time. And if you do win every single time, you're a much luckier person than I am. And I've got one more for you today that honestly I think is 100% BS. So I'm going to read the comment, and there's a picture that goes along with the comment, and you guys will have to make your own choice, your own decision, and judgment on whether or not you think this is real or not, but I don't think it's real. So I was in the middle of eating one of my dessert from Cafe Promenade on the Royal Caribbean Sea of Symphony, and I took my last bite of my creme brulee mousse, and I bit into a bug. I don't know what kind of bug it was, but it resembles a cricket. I took the cup to guest service, and no one wanted to take the issue seriously. The manager literally asked if I wanted free food from the same place this happened from. They tried to be hush hush about it and literally hurried up and got rid of the affected food. I spent over $8,000 for my honeymoon, and this happens, and they put on a front that they care about their customers and they are so clean. All they could say is wait for another manager after I'd done talked to 3 different people and that it was a foreign bug. It could have diseases. I started having symptoms of headaches, dizziness, nausea, and just ill. I would never recommend this company to anyone or return. I now have to stay on this cruise for 2 more days. I will not be eating nothing from here. I will be posting on the BBB and all advertising platforms. Now I want you guys to take a look at this picture right here. That is supposed to be a picture of the bug in the creme brulee. And as you can see from the picture, the creme brulee is mostly eaten. Very little of it left that you can see in this particular picture. And this bug happens to be perched up on the top there of the dish. So you ate all of that creme brulee and didn't notice that particular bug until you were almost done. And I don't know if it makes any difference or not, but you can tell from the picture or that that is a corridor down where the rooms are. That is a hallway down by the cabins. You can kind of tell by the carpet. Um, yeah, that's not in one of the restaurants or in the cafe promenade. Now, just based on that picture right there, that's why I don't think it's real. That bug's not on the bottom. That bug's not like you had to eat down and suddenly find a bug. That bug's way at the top. It looks planted. It looks fake. It looks like you're walking down the hallway, saw a cricket, stuck it on the food, decided to take a picture, and then post it on the internet and act like a victim. I could be 100% wrong. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. But what do you guys see when you hear that comment and then see that picture? Does anybody think that this individual went to Cafe Promenade, got this dessert, ate that dessert, and somehow missed this bug up on there the entire time? I mean, that bug is pretty predominant in that picture. I would think if that bug had been there the whole time, they would have noticed it earlier. That wouldn't have been something like, oh, my food's almost gone. Oh my God, there's a bug at the top. So I don't think this is real, or I think this is someone trying to get something for free. But you guys let me know in the comments below. Real or fake? Is this person telling the truth? And that is going to be our video this week for what every cruiser wants. Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think these people are even real with some of the stuff they ask? Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.